Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Clearview Ice Arena for today's Division II women's hockey action between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Robert Morris University Colonials. Alongside me, I have Kris Connelly, member of the D3 hockey team. I'm Cadeyn McCrory. And Kris.
Hey, thank you for having me out today.
It's awesome to have you here. We have your little brother here, Zach Connelly, to the right of us over on the camera.
Yeah.
So Connelly's all around in this one. We also had a Connelly last night playing in the D4 game against St. Vincent. So a lot of Conleys between you guys,
lots
for sure.
of Conleys around today.
But for you, Kris, it's exciting for you to be here and be on the stream with us here today. So how excited are you for this game?
I'm very excited. It looks like we have a very energetic building. We're ready to go.
Crowds trickling their way in at the moment here. RMU, let's do the goaltending matchup here first. Alexia Martinez is going to get the nod tonight. 0-1 in her season start. The girl they call X out of Murraysville, PA, transfer out of Michigan. So far, a solid season for her. We look forward to see what she does today. And then on the other side for West Virginia, Willow Herman, 4-1-1 with a .306 goals against average and a .920 save percentage. And Kris, just from a numerical standpoint, that's pretty good.
That is a very good start to her season, yes.
And I know West Virginia, they did have a game earlier, I believe. Not sure the final outcome of that one. But West Virginia, we know, is a solid team. They did defeat RMU in their first matchup, shutting them out. But since then, the Colonials have gotten a couple of goals, most of them coming against the University of Delaware. 2 of them from Danielle Carroll and 1 from Michaela Bittner. But in that first game as well on home ice against the University of Pittsburgh, 1 goal was scored in that one, and that one belonged to Erin Cecilia. So only 4 goals over 3 games for these Colonials, 0-3 to start things off. But I know talking to a bunch of the girls before the game, they're pretty hyped for this one, Kris.
Yes, definitely.
I know Haley specifically, one of them. Close relation to Haley. I know she got to bash you a little bit in the D3 game. Now it's your
a little
turn.
bit, yeah. Get some retribution today. That's good.
Do you think she's going to score first goal? I know she's been killing for it.
Oh, I think she's going to. Yeah, I think today's a good day for it.
Are you going to go absolutely nuts when it happens?
Probably.
But I hope it does happen now. If she has another breakaway like she did last time and she doesn't score, then she's going to get an earful from both of us. And I know we do see John Tucci down in the penalty box for the anthems, and that's going to be fun.
Yes, Tucci anthems are always something to be ready for.
3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But Kris, let's talk about a little about the D3 game on Friday. 4-1 victory.
Yes, 4-1 win. It was pretty good.
Overall, how do you think the team played? And
I think
forward to these other
it was
games?
a mediocre game. I think it's really good for us to get that win and keep building forward with it. Team needs some momentum.
I think that was a big win to do it, because I know on home ice it's been a little bit of a struggle for you guys. Just kind of find your footing. Guys in and out of the lineup constantly, it seems like. As then we'll cut over to the ice as the girls are getting ready in front of their own net. As Pizzolo has to grab the puck bin. As Pizzolo kind of late into that one, but she's going to find her way there. And they break things down. They'll get set for the national anthem from Tucci and the player introductions. I know Nick Peltz from the D4 team is down there, and he said he's going to have some fun with this.
Oh, I'm sure he will, yes.
Referees, we have 2 down there tonight for this game. Spizzolo's going to fire that puck bin all the way down to West Virginia's zone. As there is no help to get the pucks on the ice, you got to do it yourself, and it seems like the freshmen are responsible for that. As they'll collect the pucks here, as Mr. Peltz and Mr. McLean get ready down low. All right, before we get started here, Kris, final score prediction?
I'm going 3-4 win.
3-4 win? Ooh, this is a tough one. I want to say it's a 1-score game. 1 or 2-score game.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 5-3 either way. I can see it going either way, 5-3. I'm going to go RMU just because, this is an RMU broadcast.
Yes.
I have confidence in them. So now Austin McLean's going to get us underway with the introductions.
Presents a women's Division II matchup between the visiting West Virginia Mountaineers and your Robert Morris University Colonials.
This is a divisional matchup, so a lot at stake for both teams here. Nick Peltz, very excited to do this. Abby Lewis starting for West Virginia, number 2 forward. Juliana Babos, the captain, 13 in blue. Allie Schwinn, 32 in blue, starting for West Virginia. Megan Curry on defense. Jenny Longo, 43 in blue. And then Willow Herman, the netminder for West Virginia. Amazing stats to start her off her season.
And now the starting lineup for your Colonials under the direction
Jim Napoli's team now to the right of us. Let's see if Austin does the nicknames I gave him.
Senior from North Royalton, Ohio, number 19, Sydney Superstars Pizzolo.
And he did.
He does.
Sydney Superstars Pizzolo.
At forward, a sophomore out of New Township, Pennsylvania, number 3, Rebecca Becknato-Shook.
Beck Nato,
At
number
forward,
3 in
a
white.
freshman from Connellsville, Pennsylvania, number 24, Haley Whitdoss-Whitaker.
Haley Whitdog Whitaker, 24 in white.
Defense, a sophomore out of Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, number 23, Hannah Vogel.
Hannah Vogel, 23 in white. Defensively for the Colonials.
A sophomore out of Oakdale, Pennsylvania, number 8, Brianni Medved.
Bree Medved, the captain of this Colonial squad.
And junior out of Murrysville, Pennsylvania, number 31, Alexia X. Martinez.
And X Martinez, the netminder for the Colonials. Rest of the team will skate up with her. And now, at the moment we've all been waiting for, the John Tucci anthem. So we're going to send it down to him.
We ask that you please rise if you're able and in your hats. Direct your attention to the flags beside the scoreboard for the singing of our national anthem by RMU's own Mr. John Tucci.
Wish the teams all the best. Have a great, great game tonight. The friendships you have for a lifetime. So wish you, your family, and friends the greatest tonight, and I wish all of you and your families have a great holiday season in many ways. We pay reverence to our American flag and the Stars and Stripes, and the little flags that all my volunteers are holding. Every flag that they wave represents every soldier and veteran, policeman, fireman, first responder that ever lived. These men and women and families that gave up everything in their life so that these flags will stand in this arena and we can play the game of hockey here in America. It's an honor to our men and women and their families. Please wave your flags in reverence to those men and women and their families. And if all of you please join and sing with me as we honor our country and honor our freedom as we sing our Star-Spangled Banner for the United States of America. We can start this evening with doing the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see my dawn's early light? What so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ribbons we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets hang there above bursting in air. They prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does a star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
As always, there, Kris. John Tucci, making us proud. As we're almost ready to get set here, blue light's still on. I know the last time these two teams played, well, not these two teams specifically, but RMU at home ice, they left the blue lights on for 3 minutes.
Did they?
They did. So I really wonder if they're going to play with the blue lights possibly on the whole time again.
That would be very exciting.
I know X said that she really liked it, but she wasn't in net, so she doesn't know really how she'd like it now. But as they're going to wait to try to get those blue lights on, or off, excuse me, and running. Both teams getting ready to get set here. As now all the lights went off. And now we're all back on again.
And we're good to go.
So apologies for anyone watching who just went through a minor blackout there. As both teams break it down, Martinez is going to take her way to the net here. And here we go. It'll be Shook on the draw for the Colonials. Pizzolo to the left, Whitaker to the right. Defensively, Vogel and Medved, Martinez in the crease. Schwind walks her way forward. And here we go. One forward by the Mountaineers. Apologies, we'll get the score clock working momentarily after the next member of our crew arrives. But that one quickly into the bench, almost hitting Bittner. And a quick out of play, and Coach Napoli's going to go grab that puck. As Shook makes her way towards the draw in front of the Mountaineer bench. Shook steps in, wins it back to Whitaker. Whitaker fighting for it, and West Virginia defense moving backwards now. Tried to go through the middle, has a man open in for the captain, Juliana Babos. Working forward. Chance in front, taken down. Medved with the stick. And now working forward is Becky Shook. Shook. And throws it on net, patted away by the netminder. Moving forward now, Vogel steps up, getting around her, Schwind. Schwind gets the line and fires it all the way down. Behind the net, it'll roll. Medved will recover. Medved looking. Fires towards the middle, off a skate, then picked up by Erin Cecilia off the bench. Cecilia leads the rush, the offense getting a change behind the play. Cecilia in front, no one home. West Virginia picks up and retreats back. 18:50 to go here in period one. Trying to keep it alive was Danielle Carroll. Moves it along to Mara Maurice. Maurice fires it in. Bittner goes to get it. Bittner gets hit along the wall. Two Mountaineers tumble as well. Now picked up, moving forward with it. Try to go along the wall, pressured by the RMU offense. Trying to keep it alive. West Virginia gets it out of the zone, moving forward. Stepping up was Carroll to take away the puck. Working down low now. Firing it all the way along the wall. Hits off the official. Trying to get that one out were the Colonials and Madison Myers. But that's the worst feeling when you have the official standing right in front of you there and just blocks the puck away. As Maurice now pinned against the wall to Myers. Myers shoves it all the way around the wall. Bittner fighting for it. Gets to the stick of Carroll, and she's going to move forward with it. Carroll dangling. Moves it up, and Cecilia lets that one go so she can get a change. Pizzolo steps on. Retreating back. The Mountaineers move forward. Along the wall, tried to go for the stretch pass. Couldn't quite do so. Maurice will get down and send it all the way around. Pizzolo tried to chase it. Through the middle, intercepted by Whitaker. Whitaker's going to take it. Moving forward, throws it towards the net, stumbles in the process. Has another A-plus chance, Chris. And what'd she do? She messed it. No, I'm just joking. She had a good chance for 24 in white. Still looking for her first goal. Vogel ties up in front of the net. Whitaker still trying to keep it alive. Vogel can't keep it in as Medved will skyrocket it in off a couple bodies. Medved circling. Putting on the brakes, working her way towards center. Medved gets into the zone. Whitaker holds and then goes towards the bench. West Virginia moving back now. Moving forward now with the puck, trying to get it out. It barely does. Now picked up by Myers. Tries to poke it forward. Myers can't touch it. Bittner was just a step off sides. Working in, off escape, Myers tries to fight for it. She does get it now, throws it towards the net off a body. West Virginia tries to hit it along the wall. Handled now by Danielle Carroll. As there's a quote in chat here, it says, "Tell the color guy to keep it down."
Oh, man. I don't know I was being so loud over here.
SJC 1884. Do you have any idea who that could be?
I do. I believe that was my father somewhere over there, yeah.
I think he said you're doing a great job, but I don't know.
Oh, nice of him, yeah.
That is very nice of him. It's 16:06 on the clock. As Maurice tumbles behind the net, no call there. Sending it hard around the wall. Carroll tries to block in front, moving it forward out of harm's way is Myers. All the way down, it'll roll, and that'll be a Colonial icing. But Kris, do you have anything to say to the people being mean to you in chat right now?
No, nothing particularly to them, but I think there's a good momentum start into this game.
It has been a really good start for them. No one can really find their feet quite yet here. But I'm feeling that's going to change very soon. Is now trying to move it forward. Bittner pokes it free. Cecilia was trailing down. Is now into the zone. The netminder hands it off. Herman to her defense. Working forward with the puck. Carroll shoveling off. Carroll now behind the net, wrapping around. Moving forward with it, body's in the way. Myers going to pick it up, send it all the way behind her crease. Maurice will pick it up and move forward. Maurice through the middle. Continuing her stretch forward, Maurice tried to go off to Spazzuolo, who's going to throw it down low. Through the middle, now Shook with a chance. Puck's bouncing around. Spazzuolo was there, had a shot chance, but now taken away by the Mountaineers, and Babos will turn the other way. Through traffic, Medved. With a huge hit along the wall against Babos, she gets taken down. Down low is the Mountaineers. Throwing it along the wall, off more bodies. Spazzuolo gets it out of traffic momentarily. Mountaineers moving forward now. Babos couldn't quite keep it in. Shook with the pressure, gets it towards Central Air territory. Now all the way back, Vogel will go. She collides hard into the wall. Towards center, hits off the back of the netting. Martinez hasn't seen much shots quite yet here, Kris.
No.
As a shot towards the net, sails wide of Martinez. As the West Virginia defenseman stumbles on the blue line. Very wet and very slippery is that blue line.
Always.
Seems to catch you a couple of times, huh?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Retreating now is Medved. Moving it forward to Whitaker through the middle. All the way down it'll go for a Colonial icing. Another chance there, Haley along the wall. Then she's going to be stuck on the ice. She tried to pull a fast one on the referee and they said, wait a minute, back on the ice you go. Sometimes, you've done a couple of times yourself.
Oh, yes.
They catch you every time?
No, not every time.
You sure about that? The Mountaineers, as Whitaker's actually going to take the draw on this one. She wins it towards the wall. Fighting for it through traffic. Corralling it is Carroll. Danielle Carroll skates it forward. Carroll into the zone through sticks. Taken away by the Mountaineers and they move the other way. Whitaker applying the pressure. Sent hard in by Emma Branner. And now Maurice behind the net. Maurice working her way through center. All the way down. Cecilia will chase. Will she get there first? She will. Good foot race in favor of Erin Cecilia, but she could not get the puck, but beating out the icing. Maurice then keeps it alive. Throws it all the way down. Up the wall, Bittner tried to keep it in off of Carroll's stick. It squirts its way back in the defensive zone. Carroll sending it hard around the wall to Maurice. Maurice tries to pin it up forward. Bodies were there. Maurice now to the center. Had Bittner. Couldn't quite corral it. Mountaineers pushing into the zone. Now Maurice. Behind the net. Hard along the wall to Bittner. Bittner fighting for it. Gets taken down. Nothing there. Fighting for it is Myers, moving forward with the Bittner as well. Now Carroll at center, dangling. Makes a move around another one. Carroll looking. Backpedaling now. 3 Mountaineers are on her. Kept alive by Myers, who will shovel it in. It's now hard along the wall. Kept alive by Vogel momentarily. Whitaker fighting for it. Myers gets a hack at it. Now picked up by Maya Hennigan, who will work the other way for West Virginia. Hennigan in. Shot. Sails wide of Martinez. Moving forward with it is Medved. Medved continuing her rush forward. Medved looking, shot, fires towards the net, will get her own rebound. Medved in front, Whitaker is there, shook a shot. Whitaker another chance towards the net, still loose and covered up by Herman. Chaos in front of the net there, Kris.
A lot of good opportunities. 2-3 players crashing hard.
I have a feeling here we have an offensive zone draw. And the way they're looking right now, maybe some chances here.
Definitely.
As we'll see what they can do on this one. As we did get the clock figured out, so we will now have that running. Apologies for that. Just took an extra second to catch that one up, but we will get back to the right time momentarily here in this one. As Carroll has been putting on the moves all night, not afraid to take the puck up herself. Whitaker chasing. Backpedaling now is Ali Schwinn. Sends it over towards her bench. In the middle, Shook picks it off. Shook shakes off one. Pinned against the wall, Whitaker. Off sticks and into the bench it will go. And we will get a whistle dead. As now Nate Mauser has made his way up here. The man who was supposed to be running the clock, but he had to do some game day stuff. But he's here now, so I can finally go back to my chair and sit down for a second. A little bit more comfy now that we get to sit down.
Yeah, there you go.
Nate, do your job, buddy. I'm joking.
Oh, man.
He gets here and he thinks he can just sit down. Nate. Vogel fighting for it. Medved sending along to Bittner. Back to Medved. Forward pass taken away by the Mountaineers. Sent in by Diffabaugh. All the way around it goes. Myers behind her net, circling. Myers up the boards. West Virginia defense couldn't keep it in. Now they throw it into the zone for the defense to chase. Picked up by Vogel, sends it around the wall for Medved. Forward to Bittner, try to go for a stick. West Virginia has to touch up once more. Streaking in is Cecilia. She gets a stick on it, and she can skate it down now. Cecilia fighting for it, bodied off. She collects the puck behind the net. Bittner hits her against the wall. All the way up the wall goes now towards the bench. Fighting for it, kept alive by Carroll. No one home offensively to correct the puck. Forward, almost a breakaway chance. All the way down it goes, but no icing. Vogel tied up in the wall. Both bodies go down. Reverse hit from Danielle Carroll. Carroll moving forward. Bittner in stride towards center. Dangling her way in, gets around one. Bittner looking on her backhand. Shovels it behind the net and will chase it down. A good look for 15 in white, as she had the perfect pass through the middle. Is now going hard to the ice is Myers. On a hit, Myers not happy with that. Send it over to Messer. Maurice gets the line and sends it in. West Virginia defense collects and moves forward. Along the wall, the 26 in blue, Kylie Schmitz. Now Maurice sends it along the wall to Spazzolo, trying to poke it forward. It squeaks out, 2-on-1. It's Shook, and it's Whitaker. Shook to Whitaker. Shot. And it's in!
And, goal by
Haley
Whitaker.
Her first goal.
Wow, first of the season.
Breaks the ice here early. Oh, baby, Haley Whitaker. She was due. And there it is.
There we go.
Falling to the ice in the process. Somehow blitz it home. Beautiful celebration, as you can tell how pumped up and how much she needed that one, Kris.
Yeah, it was an excited Colonials team.
You can be more supportive than that. Come on.
What?
Your girl just scored a goal.
And I'm excited.
At 8:56, Whitaker with the goal to break things open in this one. The Wit Dog. Moving forward is Emma Brenner. Through traffic, sticked away by Medved. Kessler banging on the glass right there as bodies fly. Good to see Keith Kessler here. Recovering from injury, hope he can get back here soon. Is along the wall through traffic. Whitaker fights for it. Through traffic. Haley Whitaker with the goal. And then Rebecca Shook on the assist. And then Amara Maurice, but no, wait, another chance for Bittner. Puck taken off of her. Vogel poking forward towards center. Bittner gets a stick on it, works its way. Vogel trying to poke it forward. Trying to get a stick on it is Myers, retreating back. A chance for the Mountaineers. Shot sails wide of Martinez. As Carroll draped all over the offensive pressure. Bouncing. Moving forward with the puck. Spazzola will chase it down. Myers playing that two-way game really well so far here tonight, along with Danielle Carroll. Carroll pokes it forward to Myers. Working through center, sends it hard along the wall. West Virginia defense takes a tumble. Myers sends it forward to Cecilia. Bittner crashing towards the net. Cecilia along the wall. Bittner plays it back in. Still bouncing around. Bittner along top of the circle, sends it through traffic. Stepping up is Maurice, couldn't keep it alive. Now still bouncing around. Maurice working her way in, behind the net. Shoveling it in front, West Virginia defense snuffs that out. Maurice, another chance, hits off the pad. West Virginia stuck in their own zone. Finally getting it out momentarily until the RMU defense was right there to snuff it and put it back in. Erin Cecilia getting back. Bodies coming off, almost too many men there, Chris.
It was close, yeah.
As Bittner takes down. No penalty there. Some goon hockey from 15 and white. But clean goon hockey. But moving forward, Martinez steps out. Wanted to step out. Wrap around attack. Martinez reads that perfectly. Loose in front. Somehow stopped. Bittner has the puck. Tries to move it forward. Carroll has it. Big body hit by Myers. Bouncing puck. Vogel tries to get it out. Still bouncing in front of Martinez. Bodies flying down. Two Colonials. A body check from Cecilia, using her body to her advantage. In front, chance, poked wide. Backhand attempt, shoveled through. Martinez tries to get across.
Oh.
But so much traffic in front, and the Mountaineers strike right in front of the net. And there's not much you could have done there with Allie Schwind, her 12th of the season, to put that one home. That's kind of incredible, 12 goals.
Oh, wow. How many games?
7?
Wow.
8? Something like that. This is her 9th game then? And that's her 12th with Jesus. That's a lot. But Schwind, no stranger to scoring goals, and we're now tied at 1 here. It'll be Shook's unit back out. Whitaker back to Maurice. Plays it over to Medved. Through traffic, Mountaineers move it forward, are on sides, and play it into the zone. Maurice along the wall to Whitaker. Through middle territory, Mountaineers were sitting. Defense playing catch, and we'll send it back in.
West Virginia goals.
All the way down. Medved fighting for that puck. Babos on the assist, the captain for West Virginia. And then Abby Lewis, the secondary assist on that one. Whitaker poking it forward, still fighting for it. Through the middle, past a ton of bodies, but Medved is back, and she will send it over to Maurice, her defense partner. Maurice, behind the net, sends it around the wall, past Spazzola, past the Mountaineer defense. Maurice says, I just let that one go. And all the way down it goes for an icing. An exciting first period. It's been some really good hockey.
He has lots of opportunities, good chances both ways.
As all the way down we will go with Medved, Maurice, Shook, Whitaker, and Spazzola. And to the right of Alexia Martinez. Make that the left of Alexia Martinez, as West Virginia indecisive on where they wanted that face-off. It'll be Garrow on the draw, 68 in blue. Against Shook. Shook winning it forward to the point. Sent in by Hennigan. Medved. Body flying in front. Maurice. Along the wall. Bounces in favor of the Mountaineers, kind of, as they just send it back in to touch up. Maurice. Through the middle. Whitaker sitting right there. Tried to lift the stick. Puck still getting poked forward by Shook. Whitaker fighting for it. I know she needs a change, and she will try to get one momentarily, it seems. As Carroll loses that in her feet. Carroll towards the middle. Mountaineers sitting right there, blocked by Whitaker, and out of the zone it'll go. Long go for Mountaineers. Through the middle. Bodies changing. Carroll picks it up. Sends it along the wall. No Colonials down deep as Hennigan passes it through a defense. Through the middle, off sticks. A chance the other way. Tying up the stick beautifully, though, was the Colonial defender, Hannah Vogel. Shot towards the net, off. Bodies off Vogel, still loose in front. Where is it? The Mountaineers couldn't quite put it home. Goro shot. Blockered away by Martinez. Hard off the wall, off skates. High stick there by Myers. Vogel will touch off the high stick, and they'll be stuck in the defensive zone. That was just an unfortunate break, as she was skating back and her stick was in the air and just immediately right off of it. It looks like Vogel's helmet came undone momentarily. Myers helping her out in that regard. Myers in on the draw. Can't win it back to the captain of the Mountaineers with a shot attempt, Juliana Babos. Puck pinned against the wall. Skyrocketed towards the defense. Sprung. Shot. Patted away by Martinez. Carroll fighting for it along the wall. Bittner in to help. Moving forward. Shot and scored over the shoulder. A nice shot it was by Ali Schwind. Her second of the game.
Yeah, it's a quick short side shot from where the hash marks.
It's her second goal, and make that 13 on the season now for her. That's kind of incredible still. It's still mind-boggling to me. For Martinez, not much you could have really done on that one. Shook sends in, wins it forward. Mountaineer defense sends it towards the Colonial bench. Moving forward, shot attempt. Martinez sticks it away. Maurice, pinning against the wall, throws it towards Pizzolo. Mountaineers are right there, though. Towards the front of the net, tried to shot attempt. Couldn't quite get through traffic. Into the stick of Medved, who will carry it forward. Medved still carrying it up. Medved, shot, patted away. Unassisted goal on that one. Back to the point. Shook, shot through traffic. Trickles its way to the netminder Herman, who will cover. 2:34 to play. It was a good look from Medved coming down, recognizing her forwards were back to help her. And a good shot attempt. Still looking for her first goal in Colonial sweater is Bree Medved. There's a lot of girls on this team looking for a first goal, and Whitaker not the only one, but she gets the lucky goal so far here tonight. Medved slashing, pushing the girl in front to Cecilia. Now to Bittner, couldn't corral with the backhand. Medved along the wall. Cecilia chased it towards the middle. Sent all the way to Maurice. Maurice carrying it forward, good poke check away. Maurice working into the zone, gets the zone shot blocked by the Mountaineers. Maurice towards the net, sticked away by Herman. Maurice looking. Had Carroll streaking through the middle. Maurice will push it all the way back and reset. Carroll sends it towards the boards. Tried to go for Bittner's stick. Mountaineers defense continues their solid performance here tonight. Through traffic, Cecilia pokes it in. Mountaineers now move forward with it. Off the skate of Cecilia, Vogel will step up, push it forward. The Mountaineer defense holding right below the blue line and continue to just push it back in. Carroll dancing. Stick gets thrown by the Mountaineer forward. Bittner tumbles. Poked in by Myers. Spazzolo gets taken down at center. 1:10 now to go in the opening frame. Carroll retreating back towards the wall to Spazzolo. Mountaineer defense circling now. Behind the net, moving along the wall. They get it towards center, settled down by Chimmel. And Stephanie Chimmel moves in. Shot blocked by Carroll. Back to the point it goes. Through the defenseman, and now changing mind the play of the West Virginia defense. Almost a lucky break for the Colonials. Myers sending it in off skates. Another chance for Vogel. Uses her hand to push that one forward. 25 seconds now to go in period 1. Through traffic. Carroll along the wall to Spazzolo. Pushing it, kept alive by Hennigan. Back to the point, working in. Schmitz, shot, saved by Martinez, who will throw it behind her net. Vogel sends it down towards center. 5 seconds now. The Mountaineers will just dump it in. Shook tried to skate it through, but that'll do it for period number 1. 2-1 West Virginia off of 2 goals by Allie Schwinn, but Haley Whitaker gets the goal for the Colonials off assist from Becky Shook and Amara Maurice. As Kris, a solid period for these Colonials. Only 2-1 though, which is a solid score to be heading into the intermission with. As also, between periods 2 and 3, there is not an intermission, which is not very fun for us. But
No, not at all.
it works, I guess. But we're going to take a quick break here. Nathan, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for period number 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back for period number 2 of the Mountaineers and the Colonials here, ACHA D2 women's hockey action here on Clearview Ice Arena. Chris Connelly alongside me. I'm Cadeyn McCrory. Doing the graphics and timekeeping, Mr. Nathan Mauser, and on camera, Mr. Zach Connelly. Representing the Division 4 team, Chris, the Division 3 team. Nate and I, we represent Campus Rec. That's about it. So representation all around here. 2-1 the score, Chris. And the Colonials look to get back after a pretty good first period, if I say so
That was
myself.
a very strong start. They just need to continue. Keep pushing that momentum forward.
And I think their motto here early is to just try to score as soon as you can, because with that limited bench that they have, your legs are going to get tired real quick.
Yes, it's inevitable. Your legs are going to get tired. They just have to push hard in the beginning and make sure they have a little bit of a lead.
And also between periods 2 and 3 with no ice cut as well is very draining when you only have 10 bodies, which I know Coach Joseph does watch these occasionally. I know he's also advocating for this, but please can we get an ice cut between 2 and 3, please. Same for D4, please.
Yes, both would need an ice cut, yes.
There's no reason why we can't have an ice cut. This is collegiate hockey here, come on. So Carroll and Maurice defensively, it'll be Shook's unit with Spazzolo and Whitaker. Shook steps in. Backing up is the Mountaineer defense, pushing it forward through traffic already.
Ooh, 3-on-1.
It's a big 3-on-1 chance here. Through the middle, off sticks, Spazzolo diving down and takes it away. Along the wall, fighting for it through the middle. Spazzolo pushes that out of harm's way for the moment. Towards the bench, Spazzolo hits it off her skate. Shook picks it up and will skate it forward. Shook firing into the glove of Herman, who will cover. A good quick chance here for that unit with Shook and Whitaker and Spazzolo.
Good offensive zone face-off. Just take it from there, get fresh bodies out there.
Immediately, Coach Napoli keeping the lines fresh. As Myers steps in, Cecilia to her left, and Bittner to the right, Medved and Vogel defensively. Mountaineers played along the wall. Medved retreating back, Mountaineers move forward. To the trailing player in front, Cecilia gets the line and pokes it in. Down it goes, Mountaineer defense chasing. Around the net, shoveling towards the wall. Medved steps up, keeps it alive. Medved still holding that line. Cecilia helping as well. Cecilia pushes it forward for a moment. Medved fires it into the zone, and Colonials will chase. Around the net it goes off a weird-looking pass. And now moving forward is the Mountaineers. Vogel couldn't quite keep it in. Cecilia back to avenge, though, as she looks up and finds Myers to the middle, but couldn't hit her stick. Bittner helping out, tried to poke it forward. Picked up by Chamel, sends it all the way in. Vogel taking away the stick, plays it along the wall to Cecilia. Along the wall, Bittner fighting for it. Cecilia stepping up. Vogel can't get it out, as Martinez will flop on that one and get the quick stoppage. As much needed change.
Yep,
for
smart
the
stoppage
Colonials.
for the change, yes.
Shook's unit right back onto the rink. Mountaineers with significantly more bodies here, Kris. And in some cases, I mean, it's always not a good thing.
No, not always. If we have 3-4 lines, those bottom players on the bench can always get into the game.
Exactly. I mean, if you still run with 18 guys, 19 guys on the bench, and only 12, 13 might get over 15 minutes of ice time. It's just how the game goes. I mean, not every player is going to play that much all the time. But when you're on this Colonial squad and you have 10 people, yeah, you're going to play a lot. Back to the point, Maurice firing it down. Shook, turning, shot, sails wide. Maurice stepping up, corralling, throwing it towards the net, sticked away by Herman. Shook tried to keep it up. Whitaker chasing. Out to the point, Carroll shot through traffic, hit Shook in front, trying to deflect the puck. Whitaker trying to fight for it. She does get it, but out of the zone she goes, throwing it back to Maurice. Tried to go to Shook, all the way down it'll go for a Colonial icing.
Look at that reaching for a tip play there that just didn't quite work out.
Instead of the stick tipping, her body tipped it.
Yeah.
Just a tad different. If only, maybe patient another second and a half to turn and shoot. To the face-off, Shook. Steps in. Couldn't quite win it back to the point. The Sprong shot through traffic into Martinez, who will hold that one loose, and she covers it up. Martinez quickly gets the puck out of danger. And now to the right it'll go. Shook stepping into the draw. And never mind, full sail change. You know, Coach Napoli does not like to keep them on the ice too long there. As now on comes Myers' unit. Sprung toward the net. Martinez will stop and hold. She bends down to cover that. Almost looked like she was kissing the puck, saying, "Hey, missed ya."
Yeah, she likes to keep that thing around.
X marks the spot, and X is going to make the save. To the point of Sprung. Blocked along the way, but kept alive by the Mountaineers. To the point, back to Sprung. Sprung working down, shot through traffic, hits off bodies and deflects away. Behind the net, Medved. Sends it up towards Bittner's way. Sprung keeps it alive through traffic, hit off and blocked by Hannah Vogel. Around the wall. Pushing forward with it, Colonial defense. Sprung keeps it alive once more, hits off a stick. Throwing it forward is Myers. Myers still fighting for it. Out it goes. Bittner will chase it down. She has an edge. She's going to beat out the icing. Bittner holding it along the wall, pushing forward with her skates. Back to the point to Medved. Medved firing. Tried to go through bodies there. Sails wide. Cecilia shot attempt. Vogel couldn't keep it in. Colonials do get back there to prevent the Mountaineers with a chance. And it will be not a Mountaineer icing. Coach Napoli wanted the call. Referees disagree. Moving forward, shot towards traffic. Saved by Martinez. Wraparound attempt. Almost snuck it home, but lost possession of the puck. Back to the point to Longo. Shot again, blocked away by Medved, diving down and pokes the puck away as she was a little bit slow to get up. And that'll be a Colonial icing. Vogel a little shaken up along with Medved, but both will stay on momentarily until they can get the puck back in their own zone.
Yeah, it was a busy defensive shift.
Use your body to make a play. That seems to be the message so far. Myers couldn't win it forward. Shot attempt towards the net, sails over the head of Martinez. Behind the net it goes. Bittner tries to get it. Stick free by the Colonial defense. Still haven't gotten out. Breaking free. Tried to go for the stick of Cecilia trailing. But she will regain the puck. Chipping it around the Mountaineer defense. Holding. Works her way behind the net now. Still bodying off the Mountaineer defenders. Eventually, the Mountaineers do get it and work forward. Stepping up was Carroll. Maurice, only defender back. Chance moving in. Maurice with the stick, and they go 5-0, and it goes in. Juliana Babos, her 8th of the season. Mountaineers make it 3-1. Just another awkwardly looking play there. And Babos putting it home. That's just a really weird play there, Kris.
No, just kind of unfortunate.
Martinez shaking that one off. So now Shook steps into the draw. 3-1 the score in favor of West Virginia. Whitaker back to Carroll, sending it forward to Spazzolo. Spazzolo trying to push it forward, leaves it off for Shook. Back to the defensive Longo. Sending it through the middle, high pass. Carroll steps up, tries to push it forward. Maurice, forward to Spazzolo. Schwinn with the assist. And Abby Lewis, 13-32-2. The official block score on that one. Into the slot shot, blockered away by Martinez. Behind the net it rolls. Maurice fights for it, Shook as well. Shook through the middle, tried to find the opening in. Spazzolo couldn't hit her stick. Maurice pushing it forward, Mountaineers offside. Shook trying to play it off the Mountaineers, and we'll get a whistle. Thanks, Nate. My phone dropped during that play. All good, no cracks, we're good. 14:01 to play here in period 2. Face off, won by the Mountaineers. Pressuring hard is Bittner, moving forward with it now. Off a couple of bodies. Cecilia tries to poke it forward. She does get it caught in her skates, trying to poke for it. Vogel towards the middle. Bittner collects. Back to Medved. Medved lost in her skates. Puck still bouncing around. Medved retreating. Sending it towards the wall. Thrown right back in by Sprong. All the way down it goes. Colonials looking to break out of their zone. Along the wall, Cecilia trying to poke it free. Vogel off the body. Vogel again tries for Cecilia, still battling for it. Puck lodged behind the Mountaineer player. Myers fighting for it. Colonials just stuck in their zone at the moment as we approach the 13-minute mark. Medved forward. Myers plays it through Bittner's skates. Myers leading in the rush. Myers gets the zone. Backhands it towards the net. Almost shoveled its way in. Covered by Herman for the stoppage. It was a simple little play, but it almost worked.
Yeah, simple backhand face-off, another in-zone face-off.
So Shook's unit steps onto the rink. Maurice and Carroll defensively. Shook, right-handed centerman. Puck works its way back to the point to Carroll. Carroll to Maurice. Maurice shot through traffic, blocked away. Good look for her. Whitaker diving to make the play. Moving forward is Longo. Longo chipping it in. Shoveling it towards the net, using the stick wisely is Martinez. Whitaker fighting for it. Shot towards the net, Maurice. Bodying along the wall. Puck still pinned against the wall. No one can quite get it out yet. Maurice now does, and will work it forward. 4-2 rush here.
Plenty of open ice.
Maurice will carry. Maurice looking, dangling, leaves for Whitaker. Shot through traffic, hits a Mountaineer up high. Still loose. Back to the point to Carroll. Carroll winding, shot off traffic, hits off the pad. Good save by Herman. Oh, if someone was in front of the net, that rebound was a juicy one. Carroll holding it against the wall. Trying to leave for Vogel. Bodies collide in front of the net. To Whitaker. Shot through traffic with Sprong. Hits off bodies. Puck, another shot towards the net. Martinez with the stoppage. Carroll fighting for it. Move forward to Whitaker. Up forward. There's a chance. It's a breakaway the other way for Cecilia if she can get there. Cecilia's shot hits off the post. Oh, an A-plus chance for Aaron Cecilia.
Oh, great opportunity.
Back to the point. Kept alive. Medved stepping. Leaves it for Whitaker. Shot through traffic. Couldn't get there. Medved fights for the puck. Keeps it in. Medved walking in. Looking. Poked away. And back she will go to retrieve the puck. Medved along the wall. Whitaker fighting for it. Whitaker leaves it off to Medved, who will lead the rush. Medved around 1. Make it 2 and poke it into the offensive zone. Along the wall, stepping up is Myers, fresh off the bench. West Virginia getting some changes as well. Aaron pass, Myers picks it off and works down low. In the offensive zone, Myers shoveling towards the net. Couldn't put it on the net, though. West Virginia defenseman slow to get up after taking a tumble. Moving forward, Cecilia trying to take the stick away. Shot chance here, blocked by Medved. Not afraid to get in front of those pucks is Aiton White. Along the boards, moving forward. Body gets taken down. Now a chance in front, moving in. Martinez diving out, and in it will go. I believe that was Ali Schwind again. Her 3rd of the game and her 14th of the season.
It was a very patient goal. Just stepped out to the side, give herself all the room she needed.
Yeah, very, very patient. I mean, if you're Martinez, there's not much you can do. She skates around. But it was an unfortunate break, it seemed like there. And 3 goals for her now, as a hat did go flying down onto the ice for her. Ali Schwind with the hat trick. Poked along the wall. And now moving forward.
Scored by number 32, her 3rd of the game, Ali Schwind.
Carroll moving forward. Defabar on the assist. Cecilia trying to wrap it. I'm sorry, Carroll trying to wrap it around. Out it goes. Vogel. To Carroll, to Whitaker now. Whitaker poking it forward to Shook. Shook dangling, moving in. Tried to leave for Whitaker, couldn't quite do so. Carroll now shoves it in. Colonials touch up and now can skate it down. 9:20 to go in period 2. Shoving it in is Vogel. All the way around the wall, the Mountaineers send it. Whitaker skating to it. Almost kept alive with Shook on the turnover. Mountaineers have a chance now working the other way. It's Herman. Carroll bodying her off along the wall. Up the boards to Whitaker. She skates it up. Tried to go for Shook in the middle. Hits off of her foot. Oh, almost an offensive chance for the Colonials. Carroll hitting her man against the wall. Leaves it for Vogel, trying to poke it free. Carroll now collects behind the net, circling. Up to Cecilia, she has a chance again. Cecilia walks in, tried to dangle with the shot, gets taken down along the way. No call there. Myers sending it in. Bittner trying the pressure. Now up to Maurice. Maurice almost laying a huge hit there. Held up a little bit at the end. Celia still fighting for it. Pokes it forward. She tries to collect. Almost walked the defenseman in the process.
Good pressure.
Cecilia gets hit along the wall. She's trying to get up her stick. Lodged underneath the Mountaineer defender. Now it goes to Medved. Walking in. Medved tried to get through 2. Couldn't quite do so. There's a huge hit laid there by Myers. Little laboring over, but she seems to be good. Medved takes out the legs, no call. Now along the boards. Medved looking, throws it down off a stick as she tries to go get a change, and she'll successfully do so along with Cecilia. Behind the net. West Virginia trying to break out of their zone again. To the point, Maurice looking, walking in, shot off a body. So close there. But sailing wide was the shot. Maurice to Carroll. Carroll holds back, makes a nice dangle move there. Carroll walking in, shot saved by Herman. Spazzolo pinning it against the wall. To the middle, almost kept alive by Myers, all the way down. It'll go. No icing. Carroll skating back. Carroll throws her body against the wall. No call as well. Clean hit. Now Shook. Dances around one. Continuing the forward pressure, gives it to Whitaker, streaking down. Whitaker throws it behind the net for Spazzolo. Spazzolo trying to collect. Shook in to help, works its way forward. Carroll collects and moves it into the zone. Colonials now touch up and continue the pressure. All the way down it goes. No icing. Or it is an icing.
There
That's
is.
right, no touch.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about the no touch rule. As they're wondering for an explanation here is Schwind. And it is a mistake
referee
call.
saying my bad.
Yeah, mistake call. So it'll be an offensive zone draw, as Coach Napoli wants a word with the officials. Coach Napoli cannot get the word. Now he will.
Oh, he will.
As the referees talk about it.
So in the event of a miscalled icing, you're supposed to go to center ice, regardless of how that went.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Napoli wanted here. At least the official owns up and says, yep, that's on me, and that's my bad. Myers wins it back to Medved. Medved hard along the wall to Myers. Playing it in. Mountaineers move it through center. All the way back to Medved it goes. Medved tried to get the streaking girl, and Cecilia couldn't quite do so. Puck bouncing around, handled by Vogel, sending along the Colonial bench. All the way down, no ice. West Virginia skating with it. Behind the net, trying to shove along the wall, hits off the stick of Myers, bouncing puck. Mountaineers corral and move forward. Vogel just throws it on net, sticked away by the netminder Herman. Along the wall, capped alive by Bittner. Cecilia throws it down. And Jenny Longo moves forward for the Mountaineers. Longo throws it in. Possible 2-on-1 chance for the Mountaineers now. Skating in. Wrapping around the circle, looking, throws it down. Vogel's there to meet the West Virginia forward. Pushing with it. Out with it comes Danielle Carroll. Carroll through the middle. Good takeaway by Abby Lewis of West Virginia, number 2 in blue, the alternate captain. Hard along the wall. Kept alive by Diffaba, 64 in blue. Through the middle, Lewis shot, couldn't quite do so. Puck still loose, Martinez diving, still loose, and Martinez keeps it out.
X with the desperation save right there.
The big X with a great save. 4:46 to play in period 2. West Virginia dancing to the music played here in the PA system, including the center, number 21, Emma Brenner, doing the little kick of the skates in the face-off circle. Kris, I need to see some of that out of you.
Whoa, why?
I want you dancing on the face-off circle. Come on. As that shot hits off the iron. As now Nate dropped his phone. That's 2 phones down to the 4 of us here alone in this period.
I'm gonna set my phone on the table, thank you.
Yeah, probably should do that now, huh? Whitaker trying to play it in. Off the wall. Carroll couldn't keep it alive. Now a 2-on-1. Carroll got to get back. Stick coming down. Good play by Maurice to poke it away. Shot towards the net. Hits off of Carroll. Shook picks it up. Throws up to Whitaker. Off a couple sticks. Mountaineers keep it alive. Another shot towards the net. Carroll collects once more. Towards the middle to Shook. Back to Whitaker. Whitaker throwing it in. She'll chase it down as Shook gets a change. Pizzolo along the wall. Fighting for it is Myers. West Virginia prevails and works the other way. Throws it over to Kylie Schmitz. Backdoor pass. Streaking in is Carly Messer. Towards the net. Martinez out of her crease. Will stop that one with a heavy stick coming down and says, you're not touching this puck.
No, good stick by Martinez. It's showing that's her crease.
Yeah, no one's going to come in her crease and take that away from her. Standing tall. Coming into the draw. Myers kind of winning it forward. Medved gets it out of the zone. Bittner chasing along Cecilia. Sent back in by the Mountaineers. Now Vogel through the middle off a body. As that'll be called as Vogel will go to the box for a hold. And as we could hear all the way up here, Kris, she said, hey, she's holding me, dude.
Yes, it definitely echoed a good bit.
So Hannah Vogel into the box for a hold. West Virginia will get their first power play of the game. 3:18 to go. So it'll take us down to a minute 18 on the clock of period 2 if the penalty expires. Myers to Maurice. Hard along the wall, bouncing through traffic. Cecilia with light pressure. West Virginia moving in between defensemen. Moving forward to Sprong. Sprong playing it back. Garrow up to Barbos. Babos walking in. Backdoor pass to Schwind. Back to the point. Garrow shot through traffic. Blocked by Medved. Rebound in front. Couldn't quite put that one on net. Another shot. Maurice throws it along the wall. Kept alive. Myers pinning against the wall. Moves its way forward. Babos to Schimmel. Shot through traffic. Blocked by Medved. Puck still isn't out. Sprong playing it over now. Out of the zone it now goes. West Virginia must touch up. Garrow skating with it. Mountaineers offside. As we'll get a stoppage with 1:01 left on the penalty.
Yeah, Mountaineers keeping one player below the net on a power play. It's very unusual, but them getting out of the zone seems to be problematic.
So 1:01, 2:18, the official time here. Shook wins it to Whitaker. Whitaker moves it forward, kills off a limit more of the clock.
Hannah Vogel, 2-minute minor for holding. Time of the penalty, 16:41.
Pinning against the wall is Carroll. Kicking it. Whitaker as well, trying to fight for the puck. Loose in front, back to the point, it'll roll. Shot blocked by Shook. Maurice fires it hard along the wall, all the way down it will go. And more of the clock will tick away. Defabaugh trying to go through. Carroll trying to play with the stick. Whitaker as well. Whitaker up the boards. West Virginia still applying the pressure. Haven't got a ton of shots on net in this power play chance. Carroll and Whitaker both holding it. Fighting for position there. Whitaker bodying 3 Mountaineers against 2. West Virginia prevails there. Longo at the point, 5 seconds and 4 on the penalty. One more chance here. Shot towards the net. Penalty expires. Back to 5-on-5. Straight out of the box is Vogel.
That was a great kill by the Colonials.
Vogel skates it down. Icing called. Colonials are now stuck with 3 defensemen on the ice. Yeah, that's the terrible thing right there with penalties. As Vogel is going to be stuck on the ice, yeah. 3 defensemen, 2 forwards. So it'll be Shook and Whitaker offensively with Maurice, Vogel, and Carroll. It's not sure exactly who's playing. I guess Maurice is playing forward. Yeah, Maurice is going to play forward, I guess. Shook tried to focus forward. A minute now to go.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Maurice to Carroll. Plays it back to Maurice. Shook's lined up in the middle. She tries to go for her stick. She does. Now Whitaker's a chance. She's going to step on her horse here. Whitaker. Shot towards the net. Patted away. Shook fighting for it now along the wall. They did get the line change off. Blocked away by Carroll, still alive in the zone. Now steps out. Whitaker tries to step up on it. Shook gets it, fires it towards the net, sails wide. Cecilia pokes it forward, loses her stick in the process. Now 20 seconds to go. Through the middle, Shook steps, fires, leaves it over to Cecilia. Cecilia dancing in, works her way behind the net. Body draped all over. Shook gets hit hard into the net. And that's going to be called as the puck was nowhere near Shook. At least I think. Will that be called?
I did not see an arm go up, no.
Well, then how else would the net come off?
Mysterious.
Mysterious ways, I guess. I don't know. So no penalty. Okay. 4 seconds. Shook did not like that and immediately went after the center with a hit. Nice little hit. The back NATO striking there, but surprising no call. But we're going to step away for a moment here so we can get a little bit of a breather ourselves, including the girls on the ice. So we'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes with period number 3. Stay tuned. Right on cue as the faceoff is dropped for period number 3. Medved with a huge hit into the wall. My goodness, Brioche Medved. Yeah, she got multiple nicknames here, Kris. Down low, moving it towards the center. Chances in front, Martinez with the
Bodies
stop.
everywhere.
Moving forward with the puck. Bittner skating through the middle. Playing it forward, puck still churning. Bittner is offside, Cecilia touched. They have to regroup now. Forward it goes. All the way down to Vogel. Vogel along the wall, has Cecilia still churning her legs, pushing it forward. Cecilia coming down with speed. Cecilia over
Good
to Bittner,
pass.
shot and a glove save by Herman. And she's crashing in hard to the wall. Are two Colonials, and Cecilia and Bittner. Bittner slow to get up, but she is good. What a chance that
was a great
was.
cross-ice pass.
Bittner in stride with a beautiful shot. And why did we sound the goal horn, Mr. Austin McLean? A little bit of a miscue. Yeah. Still funny, though. Fighting forward to Shook. Whitaker in there as well. Whitaker. And Shook still fighting for it. Out with it comes Shook. Shook gets tripped up. And that's going to be called. Colonials are going to head to the power play, I believe. No, actually.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh, someone got hit with the back NATO. And the leading penalty getter on this team, Becky Shook, makes her way to the box. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be 4-on-4. So Scout Sprong will also enter into the box as well. 24 blue with a trip.
4-on-4 it is.
Yeah, so 24 blue with a trip, 3 white with a rough, I believe is what I got from that.
Yes, that was a rough.
The fans happy with Shook's play and hit as well to the right of us, including Mr. Connor Borsch, your teammate. He was supposed to up with the broadcast, but instead he got himself a little student section for the girls. So regardless, helping out in some
Wanted
capacity.
to get the fan base in, yeah.
Regardless, good job, Connor. He's helping us out one way or another. Moving forward, setting up his Defabaugh. Throwing it back to Defabaugh. Chance sails through the crease of Martinez. To the point. Shot blocked away by Carroll. Shot towards Martinez, and she will cover and says, "No, sir, you are not touching that puck. That is mine." Minute 39 to go on the penalties.
Force penalty to number 3, Rebecca Shook. 2 minutes for roughing.
Yeah, 2 for roughing.
Yes, roughing.
Good job, Peltz.
Penalty number 25 or 24, Scout Spong.
He's trying his best. That's his first time. I'll give him credit. He's done a pretty good job, I think.
1 minute, 2 seconds.
Maurice moving forward. Gets the zone. Shot on net. And a save by Herman. Colonials have elevated the puck really well in getting these shot attempts, but Herman has just been square the entire game.
Yeah, Herman's just solid, looking calm.
Pretty good setup as well with the blue and gold pads, blue and gold helmet, and trapper and glove. That is
That is quite the setup, yeah.
not better than our goalie Mackenzie, who is a beautiful setup. If you haven't seen the game versus Delaware and seen her equipment, it is really, really cool. Also in our club hockey live show, plug, she did show off her helmet and the meaning behind it. If you want to go check that out, it's on YouTube. RMU Campus Rec. Whitaker moving it forward. Off a couple bodies, blocked away by Medved. Whitaker poking it free towards middle territory. All the way back it will go. Drop pass and defense for West Virginia moves forward. Defaba throwing it over. Shot attempt, sails wide. Attempt from Maya Hennigan. Off a couple more bodies, still bouncing around. Out it finally goes. As Whitaker gets a quick change, Bittner applying the pressure, hits off Myers. Colonials playing it back.
Lots of open ice with 4-on-4. Just open up the game.
Myers chasing down. 17 seconds till we're back to even strength. Cecilia chasing it down. Playing it along the wall, picked off by Myers. Myers walking in, shot blocked away. Defaba leading the rush. Even strength and we're back. Defaba holding towards the middle. Good stick lift by Carroll. Shook fast out of the box, moving it forward. Shook tried to play it along the wall. Puck loose in front. Put back into play by Myers. Shoveling all the way over, almost into the bench. I thought that was going right out. Maurice. Along the wall, bounces its way down. Retreating into the Mountaineer defense. Now moving it forward. Picked off by Carroll, but the Colonials are off sides. They touch up and throw it in. Towards the middle. Working into the zone. Carroll. Playing it along. Body draped behind her. She gets thrown to the ice.
No call.
As the Mountaineer player is down. Carroll. I mean, both bodies got tied up, but Carroll seemed to be the one that was thrown down, it seemed, Kris.
I agree. I definitely think it was initiated by Mountaineers here.
And she's slowed up trainer or coach, not really sure which, stepping onto the rink. She does go off under her own power, though. Maurice plays it over to Carroll. Back to Maurice. Looking, has Whitaker. Whitaker forward. Up forward to Spazzolo. Couldn't quite connect on the pass. Carroll tried to keep it alive. Shook tried to lift the stick. Carroll still fighting against Chamel. Good stick lift there. Spazzolo to Shook. Spazzolo takes a tumble. So that one, off of Whitaker into the bench. Right off of Madison Myers. She sets the puck right down on the bench and says, I'm coming out. Not throwing it to the referee. Fans really hyped up.
Oh yeah, they're into it.
Really, they love the PA music here, don't they? Ran by Austin McLean down there. Nick Peltz helping out. Myers on the draw. Myers trying to push it forward to Cecilia. Forward to Bittner. Cecilia trying to keep it alive, couldn't do so. Sent in hard by Medved. Behind the net, West Virginia starts to move it forward. Vogel steps up, makes the hit over there. Vogel lost her stick in the process. Myers still fighting for it. Moving forward to the Mountaineers. Back to the point. Shot. Sailing. A good block from Myers, or Medved. All the way down it will go. Cecilia could beat the icing, but Mountaineers get the step and will get the whistle. So all the way back will go in front of Martinez. Crowd not as into this song, what the heck?
Yeah, man.
It's a good song too. Mountaineer bench is into it though. Into the face-off circle. Vogel trying to play it along the wall to Cecilia. Vogel tries again, this time succeeds. Off the stick of Cecilia, Defaball is back to collect. Throwing it forward to the middle to Lewis. Lewis fires it on net, saved by Martinez. Myers throws it along to Bittner. Towards the middle of the ice, Maurice with the hit, trying to go forward with the puck. Puck still bouncing around along the wall. Mountaineers retreat. Schwind plays it over. Schwind taps for it and gets it, moves forward now. Schwind hit by Medved. Another chance in front, saved by Martinez. Another shot sails through Martinez. Bodies get taken down in the lane. Cecilia fights for it. Sent in hard by Medved to Cecilia now. Throws it towards the wall. Bittner was there, couldn't quite get the puck though. Towards the slot, dangling in, bodied away by Medved.
One too many moves there.
Back to the point to Hennigan. Down low it goes, through the middle, through bodies. Bittner will get it and move forward past the Mountaineer defense, and it will be an icing. Fresh troops onto the ice here. As 14:47, as Nate has the clock a little bit wrong, just by like a minute and a half-ish. He's trying his best. I'm sorry, that's 14. Is that 14:17? Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to see. That's really late.
That's a 17, yeah.
It's 17. Yeah, just go from 13. I don't know. Clock's all kind of messed up for us. It's okay, though. You're doing a good job, Nate. You're doing a good job. You're welcome. No, he's not. Towards the net. Hits off the skate and Maurice almost past Martinez.
No,
Martinez has almost covered.
reached out, couldn't quite make the cover.
Spazzolo in the skates, moves it forward. Sent through the middle, straight off the bench was Shook, but half the team was offside. She just had a full head of steam trying to go for that one. Face-off will be outside the zone here. It'll be Shook's unit. Shook steps in. Tried to go to Whitaker. Maurice and Carroll defensively. Maurice looking. Has Shook.
Good stretch pass.
Now to Whitaker. Moves forward with it, gets the zone, shoveling it in. Behind the net. Along the wall. Sitting there is Maurice. Maurice shot, hits off a body, sails towards the net, but not quite to the netminder. Carroll steps up and keeps it alive. Whitaker throws it right back into play. Defensively, West Virginia moves it forward. Trying to go through the middle. Whitaker with a good stick takes it away. West Virginia behind their own net. Now moving towards the middle. Whitaker pressuring. Defabaugh working forward. Whitaker with another good stick. To Maurice. Maurice working up the ice. Letting her offense get a change. Maurice gets the zone. Skates towards the middle. Maurice still has it. Looking. Pulling back. waiting for the offense to get on. Now they are. Tried to go for Bittner through the middle. Medved sends it back in. Colonials are offsides and have to touch up. They do, and now Cecilia and Bittner try to go get the puck and ends up on the stick of Myers. Myers sending it in, 11:08 to go. Along the wall, hits off the glass, works its way to the middle territory. Vogel sending it up, almost directly up, no distance. Now carrying up is Medved, dangling around one. Along the boards, Medved, shot, hits off the netting. Now to Bittner. Steeler tried to body that one away. Through the middle, now a 2-on-2 the other way. Backhand attempt, tried to go the forehand, knocked away by the stick of Medved. Another shot attempt, loose in front, Martinez falling on it. Medved takes a tumble as Martinez covers it up.
Defenseman clearing everyone out of there, keeping that crease clear.
Medved helping the opposing player up. And now she'll make her way to the bench at 10:26 to go. She hasn't been afraid to throw her body around this whole game. She's been confident enough to take it up the ice, play that 200-foot game really, really well is Brianna Medved. On the draw, Shook. Sends it to Maurice. Forward it goes. Will it be enough for the icing? No, it won't. Longo is back there. Whitaker applying pressure. Pizzolo and Whitaker both down there. Shook in to help. Off the stick of Whitaker, moving it forward. Defense doesn't chip in, as now the Mountaineers move forward. Shook slashes away the stick. Whitaker trying to get it out. Kept alive by Hennigan. Down low to Maurice. Maurice throws a big hit. Oh, what a hit by Amari Maurice, putting the reverse one on. She got stuck in the danger zone right there. All the way down it goes. Longo will retrieve. Longo looking. Throws it along the wall. Sitting there is Carroll. Carroll fakes the shot, goes to Whitaker. Whitaker throws it towards the net, hits off the post. Shook in front. That one hits off the post, loose in front, and covered by Herman. Two really good looks there, Chris.
Yes, must have been a hole somewhere on that weak side because everyone's shooting right there.
Wonder if Coach Napoli did see something in that area where they're like, yeah, we got to keep shooting short side. Coming into the face-off is Myers. Watch to go back to the point here to possibly Medved. They lose the draw, though. Along the board, Cecilia, bodying it away. Mountaineers retreating back. Bittner also down there. It's Beto. Bevos moving it forward. Medved has to get back. Hits her forward against the wall. Can't get it out as Myers. Medved's still tied up along the wall. Myers in to help. Out it goes to West Virginia's favor, but Medved's right there to pick it off. Medved through traffic, can't get it out. Chance in front. Martinez tried to poke it away. Down low it goes, towards the middle. Medved can't get it out. Another shot attempt, sails over the head of Martinez. Vogel picking it up, throws it along the wall. Had Cecilia, will she get there? Cecilia is gonna beat out the icing. Picked off toward the middle.
Great
Myers
opportunity.
picking it up, shot, loose in front. Still diving around, Myers digging for it, and somehow covered by Herman. Oh, another A-plus chance for the Colonials there. Shook's unit now steps back onto the rink. 8:17 to go.
Opportunity for the Colonials every shift here in the third.
Only if they capitalize, this could be a completely different ballpark of a game here. Shook tries to win it forward. Along the wall, sitting there is Maurice. Maurice pushing it in towards the slot. Shot off of Whitaker's skate towards the net. Shook turning, tried to shoot fans on that one. Now West Virginia the other way. Maurice trying to stick it away. Does get a piece of that one as that goes around the net. Pressured hard by Vogel. Carroll to the point. Shot attempt blocked by Whitaker with the stick, lost in the skates, continuing to move forward. Onto the blue line it goes, put in by Bernier. Maurice, behind the net looking. Fakes it off to Carroll, throws it hard along the wall to Spazzolo. Spazzolo pokes it forward, Carroll joining the rush, pokes it free. Danielle Carroll working in, shot and scores! The Daninator puts her home, her third of the season over the shoulder.
Excellent shot, glove side.
Oh, 4-2 game. My goodness, what a shot by Danielle Carroll. Perfectly placed forward by Sydney Spazzolo. The Colonials with new life here. Fan section going crazy to the right of us here, banging on the glass. A completely new ballpark of a game here. This is 4-2, and you gotta think a quick goal here, and suddenly
Quick momentum change coming right here.
Bittner wins it to Medved. Over to Vogel now. Vogel getting the line, walking in. Vogel throws it towards the net, bouncing off sticks right to Herman, who will cover, and the Colonials will now have another chance here on the offensive zone.
Goal scored by number 20, Danielle Carroll.
Danielle Carroll with the goal.
Assisted by number 14, Sydney Spazzolo.
Sydney Spazzolo with the primary assist.
Time of the goal.
And that's it for the Pointy. Now 2-on-1 the other way.
That's Carroll.
Working down on the backhand, circling. Chance in front. Martinez with a good stick. Bittner hit hard into the wall, to the point. Capped alive, shot blocked away by Vogel. Another chance in front, off another block, rebound. Taken away by Martinez, now behind the net. Looking, trying to wrap around Medved taking away that chance. Cecilia can't get it out. Now it's the point to Hennigan, shot through traffic, deflected away. Shot towards the net, loose in front, poked out of danger, back to the point. Another chance, hits off a body, a big block by Bittner. Myers fighting for it along the wall. Bittner coming in to help. Through the middle, off a stick. Medved tying it up, preventing a shot. Medved throws it towards the middle. All the way down, it will roll just past the netminder, Herman, and we'll get an icing. 37 in blue with a solid showing so far down at the other end. Despite the 2 goals against, there's many goals that shoulda, coulda, woulda been, but Herman making some good stops. 6 minutes exactly to go. Face off to the right of Martinez. Myers' line still stuck on the ice. Look for a quick change here after the draw. Myers trying to win it forward. Sent down low for the Mountaineers. Taken away by a good hit by Myers. Bittner in her skate trying to get it out. Myers in to help. Still stuck in the skates. Bittner fighting for it. Myers tries to dig it out. It goes West Virginia's way. Medved sending it along the wall. As at least 2, the defense will get a change at least. Moving forward with it. Myers pokes it away. Loses her stick and gets thrown in the process. Myers is just going to go to the bench as an errant stick is on the ice. Carroll throwing it forward to Shook. Shook almost had it. Shook now recollects. Trying to fight for that puck. Whitaker off the bench as well, couldn't poke it free. Maurice takes that one away. 5:09 now to go. Sent all the way around. No ice. Longo was back there. Spazzolo skating it down. Working through along the boards for the pass. Couldn't quite get there. Now Maurice collects. Over to Carroll. Tried to go forward to Shook. Couldn't quite do so. Bernier. To the middle, Maurice picks it off perfectly. Maurice to Spazzolo, who bats that one down. Longo moves it forward, good stick by Spazzolo. Shook now moves forward. Shook in, shot, sails wide of the netminder. Back to the point. Whitaker tried to keep it alive, stepping forward, or is Schwind, who has 3 already, taken away by a great stick by Danielle Carroll. To Spazzolo. Through the middle to Carroll, dancing her way in. Gets through 1. To the top of the circle, moving her way forward. Carroll moving in, shot. What a save there by Herman with the pad. Carroll with a great move, but Herman with a great save. Moving forward, Shook tried to get that puck. Schwinn trying to go coast to coast. Shot through traffic. Maurice taken away, moves forward to Whitaker. Whitaker to Shook. Shook gets the line, sends it in. Cecilia will chase it down. The offense gets a change. Forward along the wall. Moving forward is Lewis, kept alive by Myers. Forward it goes now to the captain. Babos moves it forward into the zone. Into the feet of Medved. Medved pinning against the wall. 3:23 to go. Poke towards the middle. Bittner tried to collect that puck. Puck still bouncing around. Bittner with another block. Now picked up by Myers. Moves it forward. Couldn't hit Cecilia's stick. And now down it goes. Mountaineers poke it in, but they were offsides. 3:08 to go. The fans behind them. It's a close one here.
Colonials keeping the pressure on here well into the third.
So they'll be outside the zone. That'll be Myers' face-off. One Bittner fighting for it. Myers in to help as well. Myers with a good stick. West Virginia offsides again as another whistle. Just under 3 minutes to play. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. Myers wins it for Bittner, trying to fight for it in the skates, still loose. Now up to Cecilia, she has a chance. Bittner trailing behind, Cecilia working, looking, shot attempt blocked away. Cecilia another attempt, goes to the top of the point to Carroll, walking in, shot, sails behind the net, taken down in front is Bittner. Carroll another shot, another great save by Herman. Bittner slow to get up in front of the net. She nods her head. She is okay. Moving forward now is McGovern. Plays it over to Defaboss. Shot. Another shot, and it goes in. Mountaineers put it home with 2:22 to go to make it 5-2.
Colonials just outnumbered on the rush.
There's not much you can do. Bittner was a little slow getting up behind the play. As a quick goal there. As Curry, the goal scorer. Megan Curry with the goal. As words of encouragement for Martinez. Maurice quickly off the ice. Whitaker plays it back to Vogel. Tried to go for Spazzolo. Past her and all the way down to Hennigan. Playing it over to the fence there. Whitaker firing. Shot loose in front. Another chance in front and goes in. Becky Shook puts one home and the Colonials strike right back. Her first of the season and first of her career. And the Beck NATO puts the Colonials back on the board. Well, you thought this game was over. You're sadly mistaken.
Good hard pressure in front. Colonials just keep working for it.
Shook immediately goes right back to Nutt and says, yeah, we're not done quite yet. 2:03 to go. 5-3 the score. Shook trying to win it forward. Whitaker moves it to Shook again. Shook leading it in. Shook. Shot. Couldn't quite put it on to Herman. Along the board, Spazzolo trying to body Whitaker with speed as well.
West Virginia goal scored by
all the way down.
McCrory. Assisted by number 15.
Stuck in the skates. McGovern gets an assist on the goal for West Virginia. Moving it forward, Spazzolo trailed behind her.
19 minutes and 38 seconds.
Shot towards the middle. Vogel sending it off sticks. Out of the zone to go. Hennigan. Diving is Medved. Couldn't quite get it out. Kept alive still through traffic. Whitaker with an assist. Forward it goes. Spazzolo tried to chase it down. Medved getting a point as well. Through the middle. Talked away by Myers. Whitaker turning. Shot sails wide of the netminder. Under a minute to go.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Myers fighting for it. Vogel stepping in. Pinning it along the wall. Vogel asking for help. Myers comes in to give it. Myers has to retreat. They have to regroup. Carroll leading it in. Dancing in. Martinez heading off. Carroll sends it down low for Whitaker. Bouncing puck. Carroll down low to try to keep it alive. Mountaineers try to go for the empty net. Fresh off the bench is Medved. Over to Maurice. Maurice stepping in. Looking, Maurice dangling. Shot saved by Herman. She has to get back now. 15 seconds now. Mountaineers trying to kill the clock away. Bittner pins it along the wall, trying to get that puck loose. Under 10 seconds now. Cecilia stick tapping the netminder. Bittner with a shove. Medved and Myers as well. Bittner gets taken down. 2 seconds and one taken down once more. And that's going to do it as bodies all over the ice with the Colonials. A hard-fought game, but fall in this one 5-3. As Carroll and Bittner both slow to get up, make their way to the handshake line. But this is another thing which they played phenomenal.
Oh,
the
yes.
Mountaineers did, and so did the Colonials as well. I mean, this is one of the things the Colonials have a couple extra bodies and a couple of healthier, stronger legs. This game could go a completely different way.
Extremely hard-fought game.
It's the same thing that happened against Delaware. They put up an amazing fight. But West Virginia prevailing on this one. A great game overall. And for the Colonials, 2 first goals here today between Haley Whitaker and Rebecca Shook, along with a Danielle Carroll goal, her 3rd of the season. Some handshakes between the referees and the players as well. Spazzolo going to grab the puck. She says, I want to keep that. So West Virginia make their way off the rink. But for RMU, I mean, the last game at home, I should say, before they go on a lengthy road trip, before they return back on to Clearview Ice Arena. And they gave the fans a show.
They did.
But
Last
overall,
home game till Christmas.
yeah, pretty much. As the girls make their way off the ice. But nothing to hang your hat on, really, I think, if you're RMU. This is the 2nd straight game you held in with a top contender. And, I mean, there's really not much you could do otherwise to prevent this same score from happening. But that's going to do it for us here from the Clearview Ice Arena. Kris, you want to give your 3 stars of the game for the Colonials?
Oh, I don't know. This is a tough one.
We'll give you a number 1. Do a number 1 star. I know who you want to
Got to be either Becky Shook or Whitaker. It's got to be one of the two.
You know who you want to pick.
All right, we'll go Whitaker
There
today.
you go. All right, since you took Whitaker, I'll take Shook. The Becknado had an amazing game.
3rd, what do you think? X Martinez.
Yeah, I'll say Martinez. It's either Martinez or Carroll. That's a tough one. I think
that's
Medved played
true.
pretty. It's so hard to pick stars of the game, you know? So many different
Can't
options.
single out 3 people.
It really is. Like, you have 11 really solid players on the team, and then, well, no offense to the backup goalie, she's really good too. That make that 12, but she didn't play in this game. But overall, a really hard-fought game. Colonials do fall, though, but like I said, nothing to really hang your hat on. But that's going to do it here from the Clearview Ice Arena. From Mr. Zach Conley on the camera, Kris Conley on color commentary, Nathan Mauser doing our little graphics to the side of me. I'm Cadeyn McCrory saying so long, and we'll see you next time here for some more RMU hockey. Good night, everybody.